Good morning, everybody. Good night, everybody. I want to tell y'all something today. I've been the courtroom of Dallas County, my lawyer, and everybody on live me around the world say they don't need me. When you deny me, you deny God. Let me tell you something. I want Governor Abbott to know something about me and about the school I was around and the teachers I was around. You see, we know we was going to deal with people like you since 14 years old. So, in different times, my teacher and Miss Gogates and Mr. Lord and Miss Chastity had taken me to the school towards the other side where I used to live at on Marshall Frankfurt. As a school. And I was sitting in this room some days by myself. But you know what Miss Dolores told me and my teacher? You didn't do nothing wrong. I want to tell you something. It was taught me how to master the emotions and to master this world. Because people like you, people like these communities and these businesses, I was taught how to master it, the emotions, how to focus. My teacher I had a classmate that speaks sign language. And we're going to talk in a few minutes because I want him to hear me. That we body language. And he had a whole intro. My teacher used to always work with him. And sometimes I asked my teacher what he's saying. I used to always finish my work early sometime. But I would stand 15 feet and see my teacher, Miss Chastity, and them work and understand the body motions of my classmates. My teacher tried to put me in Job Corps and tried to put me in colleges. They always believed in me. Miss Gulo wanted me to go to theater and find theater, but you never had the program in Dallas, Texas. But they never gave up on me. Let me, God say, if your community is going to walk around talking, like in Walmart, and your courtroom is going to walk around talking, I don't need them. God going to leave, and I'm going to show them what I can do. God said, I've always proved myself, me and my child. Walmart know what I can do. But you know what they did? They laughed. They couldn't accept God's children rising. But I'm about to show you something. And I'm about to show Doug McMillan something what God can do. Not by my video I just posted up on YouTube. Not by the body of men. By the Spirit of God to see what He can do. Your actions and your words of your community and your schools would never understand me. Let me tell you, I had an evaluation done. It was my first or second year at Newman Smith. And it was to tell them I'm good at what I was good at. They say I'm more good at my hands. We had challenges. Then they asked me what goes on in the world. This is a true story. They say I can't control what goes on in the world. And then they asked me about, do you supposed to believe you be in a relationship? Because Dolores, me and this girl, Dolores. And I told them, yeah, you believe in the future of being someone. The thing is, they always wanted to live in the moment. I wanted to plan in the moment. The difference between me and them, see, I've been going to school on a Saturday, going to jobs, doing all of those things. You see, I got this certificate. I worked 1,000 hours of community service while I was in school, hanging out with Carrollton Elementary, going to job site. We know this world was going to be a tough hit challenge. My theater teacher know this world was going to be a challenge. She convinced me to go there. I had 4 more years left in school. People don't understand. I had graduated at the end of 2010. And those things, to understand it. The end of 2010, I graduated. We always a month behind. People don't know that I was in school. Right before the end of the year, I went to U-Haul, right? but you don't know the story. I want to know if you wonder about me because I studied you. My teacher studied you and the legislators. She let me know everything about you and the legislators of Texas and senators and them and Governor Abbott. You think I didn't learn about you? You think Miss Chastity and all the rest of them didn't tell me about you? The autism and all the rest of you? I studied you. I know this time was going to come. I know that I was going to have to deal with you. I don't like what you stand for. I have a lot to learn. It seems like I can't be accepted in your businesses or your streets or your community, right? They want to call racist names. See, you see, BG got it twisted. See, he don't know. He said you using me. But tell the truth, you ain't using me. If I wouldn't have reached out and stood for something, we wouldn't be having this conversation, right? Boosie and them been lying. We wouldn't have been having this conversation, right? I refuse to let them stop my growth in your Texas. I might have challenges, but you sure damn I'm going to work at it. I went to your university or college website and I went to the calls of Texas. They say they got to wait on the call the result. We going to work at it. That's what we do in America. You going to be right there. See me get the answer right. We going to work at it every day because that's what we do. When you dealing with me, we going to have to work at it. I want to tell you, University of Texas, if I'm going to come to your college, we're going to have to work at it. You're going to have to work with me. Come on. You're going to have to put up with it. You're going to have to put up with me because me growing, you're going to have to determine it with it. You're going to have to understand me. I want your University of Texas to understand what they're dealing with. I don't believe in quitting. And I don't believe in giving up when a store manager in your Texas businesses have a problem. You say that's success for everybody. My teachers didn't believe in me when they took me to job court. My theater teacher, and I have to know that reason. That reason when your state define those orders, define God and what God can do. See, I want you to know, did you always think about me? So I argue with this guy in Baltimore. Me and him had a talk. And I argued. They say, y'all complain about your money. See, my mama don't understand what you did. See, my mama argued with me, don't understand your behavior in that Dallas mall. Asking where your tax dollars at. And let me tell you what I argued with the guy at Baltimore. I said, I worked hard since 14. What a work that I worked hard when y'all don't recognize us for that. I argued with him about it. I want to know if you always wonder about me. I want to know if you always wonder about me because I had a job. Come on. I want you to know if I want to. God say, I want to know if you wonder about me. Governor Abbott. God don't like what you see. God has sight. He has sight and he had power. You see the difference? God stood in the shadow. It didn't care if he was Mexican, black, white, or anyone that buys in. Anyone. Demira's sister told me something. When she used to go to church. When I used to always sit in Mary's house on the porch. And she used to tell, she was talking from God. Demira's sister, Emily Cavlick. You know what she said? You ain't ready for me yet. Y'all ain't ready for me yet. The people that, Texas ain't ready. The world ain't ready for me. That means she was speaking through God. Your lady in Walmart got a problem. And I'm about to solve it for. See, I'm about to outdo what you say. Whatever you say, I can't do. I'm not going to be denied by your business and your hip-hop in Dallas making up lies and making up false authorization. And everybody say they're going to, because I want to grow because they have hatred. They have hatred in the business. They want to bring people down in the business, jealousy, envy, deception. I told you, you the government, right? Get those cameras from DFW Airport. And I want you to see jealousy coming out that racist manager and that employee when I'm talking to customers and me and the women and the people on the American side and the national side. He didn't like it that me and the national side and the American side was always working. You need to stop messing with my key. You got issues. We was always talking to each other. We always got along. But he had a racist motive in smart cards, right? He had a racist motive in smart cards, right? Yes. And over there. He didn't want me there the first time job ticket to work program took me there. He rolled his eyes. You know, Miss Tammy didn't see that. Miss Tammy didn't see his spirit. Miss Tammy was in the front when I see he rolled his eyes like a girl in smart cards. And then your black employees were jealous and racist. But I got along with the American side and the national side. And they were just talking to me every day and say, Hubert, we got along, even the maintenance. But smart cards had a racist problem. Right? Me and Miss Tammy had a lot of arguments in Ticket to Work program. But she believed. Right? You know when they lied, the smart cards lied, and they didn't want to hear nothing I got to say. You know what Miss Tammy said to your DFW airport? You know what she said? That don't sound like you, but what do you did to him? You know that racist white man and that racist black person said? He didn't want to hear nothing. He wanted to keep him. Right, Governor Abbott? Look at you. Look what you started. You and Trump started. You wanted some. I filed a civil suit on DFW. God said, if you want to play the game, let's be able to play it. I filed a civil suit right on the Ticket to Work program, on you and all the rest of you. Well, how you want to do this? How you want to understand? See what happened at that Irvin? Let me tell you what happened at Irvin at that factory. I was getting treated bad, and the lady told me to shut up, right? And then I got touched the wrong way, right? What you know about it, right? But you and Trump were to hear your community out. But I didn't complain about it. My baby mama complained about the touching, the cussing. I had to stay when she was doing me wrong. So I really didn't care about the girl touching me at the job. They didn't have no problem with that. That when she went off at the problem. It really didn't pay no attention to me. So I really didn't pay no attention to me at all. My new girlfriend at the time, we were still friends, was getting to know each other before she became my baby mama. Look at you. Look what you just started. Your community spirit. You're about to start something. Now, how you'll like it if death is on your hands? You and Trump, you don't care, right? Because you care about them more, right? How you'll like it if you and your legislators could have stopped this before it happened? You and Trump and them could have stopped this. You see, I want decorum. Don't you play with my damn intelligence. My teacher taught me how to rule side language. Don't you play with my damn intelligence. You better know what school I was around, what teachers that taught me. You better go figure it out, you hear me? You better go figure it out, no, Miss Smith. You better go figure out something. Don't play with my mindset. And I see your body language and see what you are, Miss West, and the rest of them. They say they driving down, walking around. I'm like, how you like it? How selfish you is? How you like it if you and your legislators have death on your hands because of stupidity from your community and Trump? Right? You don't care. You're still staying there like that. And God said you will act like they never said how you will like it, right? Hey, do the math. God said, I want you to know if you can go back and see the DFW cameras. I want to know if you can go back. You a hypocrite, right? Go back into it. God said, you play God. You act like you on my team. Go get the check stubs and look at the cameras from DFW. You play God, right? You put your community first. That girl said I'm lying. God said, I want you to see the spirit. One thing I learned when I was at Walmart, when I left, I understand customer service and seeing the kids smile. That was the most important thing that I worked in any store of me helping kids, any position that I was in, that I know they can come back. And I used to be in the deli and I used to give them a piece of macaronis, something they never had. Yes, we can. And let something they never had. And I see the smiles on their face because they never tasted it before. I go in Walmart right now. I go see a cold drink that I like. I got this guy about this restaurant, and I never tried. He's always on TV, but I never tried this food before, and I brought it at Walmart. He's a thing, but I'm like I told my mama I never tried it before. Just because he's a big chef doesn't mean I'm gonna like the food if I never tried it. Just because I see him on TV, every person got to be able to try a sample of what you have. And I'm like, all right, if I never tasted, he's a chef, he got a cheese ball thing, and I'm like, hold up, I never tried it before. They're like a cold drink. I see a cold drink. I'm walking past the aisle and I see a cold drink. It seemed kind of interesting, but I never tried it before. And the thing is, when you're opening it, you can't get your money back. Like you can't actually get your money back. I'm doing good. You can't actually get your money back. So I'm like, hold on, I'm buying all of this. I'm seeing stuff. I want to try something new, but I have not tasted it yet. I tasted a meatball in the meat department and one time at another store, and I was like, hold up, I ain't never in the freezer, and it got stuff in it, but it didn't taste right, and I threw it away. Like there's a whole pack because I never tried it. And there's something different in the meatball that was stuffed in it. But I like, I never like. Come on, how you gonna give somebody something? You gonna put your products on the shelf and everybody not having it? You know what I'm saying? Just because people having it in your state and you a chef and somebody come in your restaurant, you putting this product doesn't mean everybody else is gonna like the situation. Everybody else is gonna like the situation that's going on. But I get mad at like just spending my money on stuff, and I open a package or something, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? It's mad because I didn't waste my money buying it. So I was just telling my mama I'm trying to see just because he a chef on TV doesn't mean I'm gonna actually like it. Because he haven't gave the other world a sample of his stuff yet. Only in his state on TV. Just because this chef is on TV doesn't mean nothing. But if the other world have not had it, how can you just actually try to get somebody to buy some? And everybody got different tastes. Everybody got different likes. How can you get somebody else to buy it? I don't understand that, man. I like, come on, you're talking about products and selling food that you want people to eat, but people are not gonna buy it if it don't taste right. And I'm like, man, damn, come on, what the concept of those things is. But the guy at Kroger's, when I was working at 2996, the racist manager didn't want to give me a job. See, and I filed a civil suit. No, this is not right what you're doing, Governor Abbott. And you and your state of Texas can sit up there and your attorney, y'all can sit up. He gonna got a nerve to say when I told the civil rights. He had the balls to say the people trusted him with power. No, God trusted your racist self to listen to every guy. God give them up, but it seemed like you got a problem. And OGP, he said, you're gonna kill me, right? Right? All right, let that be then. If you really stupidity you got going on, and you love your people more than you love God, you stab God back in the second time. You kill God the second time. When you and Trump did that, you don't even know. But let me tell you something. You didn't kill this body, you killed this spirit because of selfish behavior. But God always arises again. You know, he always arises when his people take a stab at him in selfish behavior. And you think this, see, the thing is, you waiting for family violence to happen. That's the problem. I know you. Why your community to be selfish and think about their self. Because they care about their self in this world, right? God know this world up and down. He know the mind games that you play and you're attacking it. You know, when I was in Dallas County in 2019, I was in the middle. You know, Orion said every man lie. But that's on him. That's his problem. You know what I was doing? Active security guard. If you think I'm lying, active security guards about this. If Orion got a big mouth in church in the city, active security guards about this. In Dallas County, in the medical tank, when they told me to wait a couple of hours, right? Or Jordan Victoria was on TV he said don't manipulate nobody. I don't have to. I'm not manipulating. I just want my point across. God wanted his point across. He said the guy gonna say, where was God and the president when my son has died? It's up to you to tell your son to watch out for things in the spirit, right? I went to my jail cell. He was beating on the window. You know, we was arguing. I was asking to get me out of there. And they was telling me to hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I can't help you. I can't help you. Hold up, hold up. So after a while, you know, they say wait. After a while, wait, right? And I put my cover over my head. You know, they don't cut the lights off till a certain time. This is a true story. Ask the security guard in the medical thing. Ask the people, ask them around when I talk. God said, ask them in the medical, ask the people that answer that thing. I said 20 times. If you was here, I still won't deny you. 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 After I fell asleep after a while, I dreamed about I was in the same cell. And I didn't see the spirit of the body. And somebody took the cover and told me, get up. If I call God's name 20 times, what that mean? And I'm dreaming, what that tell you? This is, you don't know what I probably pressed that button, but you don't know when I left my cover over my head when the light was still on in Dallas County, and I left the cover over my head. Everybody say they're using you, because they don't know God. They selfish in Dallas. Boosie, them selfish because they don't know God. That's the problem that I'm getting used. That because you're a hypocrite. Your community and that girl from Dallas coming over here shopping at because they don't know God. Come on, hypocrites, that little CC. Because you don't know God. Because you rather follow the rules and not. Let me tell you, just because you don't follow rules about government don't stop you from believing in God. And they being a hypocrite. That being a hypocrite, you act like Dallas got a belief problem here. They have a belief problem here, and they have a belief problem. They need to work out, man. I already told you, Yellow Breeches should get a check. He needs some help, man. All of them in Dallas need help. And MO3, Down syndrome, lion, passable liar. That's Down syndrome. You can't help yourself. You cannot help yourself. You cannot help yourself for Down syndrome, propulsive liar. That is a disability. That is a disease. You can't help yourself. You deserve a check, man. Every last one of people say, oh, they're using me. Oh, what and they call. I'm telling you, they think I'm bluffing here. Soon as a bullet come to me and one of my family, they think I'm bluffing. They all of them, 1,000 of them, Bump B and all of everybody that's involved in this situation will not want my money. Hey, I told Joe Biden to get the job done, right? In the Texas music office. You know, I was just watching this movie, Arrival, 1996, Metro Arrival, 1996 on Tube. I was just watching, hold up, let me make sure I get everything right. Metro Metro Arrival. I got it on two. It's the guy that played off of 2.5 Men. And I saw the movie more than once. And let me make sure I get my stuff right. Let me make sure I got the name right on two movies. With him on that. Because he played on 2.5 Men. He played in baseball movies. The Arrival. That's the name of the movie. The Arrival. 1996. The Arrival. The same thing I told LaKiki, it didn't have to be like this. People told when they racial profile me and play that racial game in the community. Now they want to look around and walk or drive around and say things in their car. And I just sued to ask for another 30 million on the civil rights. You see, this is a problem. And they can't, your people can't fight. They ain't never using me. PG better wake up, man. Because if I would have stood and just sit down and took the abuse from my local office and the call center, we won't be here right now. So BG need to, you see, why Bum B and Lil Kiki and Bum B and Trader Chuk, but you telling me I can't fight for something? I can't fight for the right to grow and the right to, when I'm getting treated bad, that Dallas, Texas, making it a crime for fighting for what you believe. I told him, if I'm a Journey King, I got to know what you're fighting for. What is the biggest purpose of what you're fighting for? I'm not going to be part of something. I need to know what you're fighting for. It's not about to protect. I need to know what you're fighting for. I want to know what you're fighting for. If I'm going to join something, I got to know what you're fighting for. I need to know what you're fighting for. I just don't want to be in something I don't know what I'm fighting for. It's the fight for something greater. If I can watch Black Panthers and go and study and watch Bum B, see them on colleges and watch how things is and study him and how he's professor and study him, why I can't fight? Dallas is making it a crime. Your state is making it a crime that I work for you in case I'm fighting for what I believe in, and they making it a crime. And they gotta say and bring rumors out and making it a crime. You ain't telling them you ain't paying. Come on, you ain't paying me to tell them people the truth, man. Tell them, come on, man. That letter going around, come on, don't sit up there, man. Don't sit up there. Do not sit up there and lie, man. Your Dallas got a Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Breezy Boosie trying to get out after you was watching them and footwork and did. And I'm asking for Joe Biden head. Not Joe Biden. Not Joe Biden. Let me rephrase that word. All of the gang members' head. All of the gang members' head, because I talk too much and my head run 1,000,000 an hour. I'm asking, I told Joe Biden, I want you to put them all to death. I want you to put them all to death. My head is running, so sometimes I gotta stop. And so I'm not writing this as scripture in this right now. So I have to be very and stop and say, hold up. I have to, you know what I'm saying? I have to say no. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't write this down. I don't got this on the paper. I'm just going by spirit. And sometimes what you want to say, it can be the confusion of the part. So I asked for every gang member head. If it's in Fort Worth, McKinney, all over that with this Yellow Breezy shit and this Boosie Lion shit. You already know who they is, Donald Trump. Donald Trump, hey, you thinking they bluffing. You laughing. Donald Trump was down here watching it. Obama and them was watching. So you laughing. So when it comes to everybody that's showing their ass in Houston and Fort Worth right now, in footwork in Houston right now, and they lay hands and do what they do, why they can't be put to death for hatred and lies and boosting them? Hey, Trump already got them on cameras already. What's the difference? Got everybody in footwork. T.I., all of them in Houston. All of them in Houston. All that was going on. All that was going on. Why not put the and I already told Joe Biden when I said on the civil rights, that's on my head on the civil rights, that my words don't. I already told him. I already sent him a message on the civil rights app. He already know what I mean by that. So me talking about that situation, and I'm trying to, what I'm saying. Sometimes I talk too damn fast. I gotta learn how to slow down. But I'm asking for every gang member head, cut their head off and put in the ocean like you did Saddam Hussein. I don't give a fuck about that. Well, they don't give a fuck, right? Yellow Breezy don't give a fuck. Yeah, why Yellow Breezy can't be put to death? He don't give a fuck, right? He's speaking for everybody, right? He's speaking for everybody, right? So I asked Joe Biden to do a job. He's speaking for everybody, right? That lying ass nigga speaking Boosie say if you down for no, but he can't. Boosie just care about the money. He don't love God like he said he loved God. He just care about the money. He'll betray God in a second if he had to. He care about the damn money. That's why he mentioned God. God, I feel betrayed. But you don't know what. Go ahead. God, you betrayed God with your lies, man. And you think that's cute, man. They really think that's cute. They got some issues, man. They got some issues, man. But what the situation with that is, they looking frustrated when I see them in their cars. They looking frustrated when I see them in their cars. My name is Super. My dreams will come into my. They looking frustrated when I see them in their cars. They looking frustrated. Why is that? When they look frustrated when I see them in their cars. Why is that? I saw their spirit in Carrollton. Why is that? God saw it. God saw their spirit in the cars. When God told Moses to paint the wall with blood, he knew the non-believer was going to be amongst the believers. He knew all of these things, right? He knew the non-believer was going to be amongst the believers. The people that did me wrong, they hiding amongst you. And they lying about it. But as long as people passing a piece of dick and money to them, they don't care. They will betray God, right? 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 Hey, South Dallas, Kiki and that guy say, I got the receipts. God say, I got the spirits and I got the places. You see, the lies that you tell, what other lies you tell? What other lies you gonna tell? You see, they think they got it all figured out, right? This guy right now, he think he got it all figured. They've been watching and they've been mispaid. They say that I'm the guy with the Dre said you're gonna get killed, and I'm watching him and he doing whole ass shit. And I told him I'm gonna get another 30 million on his ass. And they doing whole ass shit, like really. They think they not figuring out, smiling and that seeing that spiritual shit. And I got the civil rights, right? Come on, Joe. Hey, Governor Abbott know the truth. Hey, come on, they know the truth. Trump was right down here and they still lying. The DA was right in the mall walking amongst them. And you see, I'm going to get them for not addressing Yellow Breezy and he was in there. They think they slick. You see, I want to know what you're going to do this time. You know, that is sad. You're sad, Governor Abbott. God disappointed in you. God disappointed in you and the president. You see, God had sight and he had power. But the people that was in control when he got crucified, they had sight and power too. Times have changed. And you have sight and power. And you not to make the same mistakes they did. Because you agree with your people and being selfish. The only time you should agree is on that damn field. When I'm going on that field and we protecting America. That's the only time all us should be able to have sight, when we be able to trust each other on that field when we at war. Me going into the army when we at war. That's the main thing. Get money, stop the way you be up, baby. You be. We at war. That is the main thing with those things, right? They think they know all of the facts. Tell the NO3 people, get ready to put to death. You know who they show their face. But they saying you are going to let them go. Let's put this guy on here. You're going to let them go. Right? That's what they saying. Hey, your community trying to stop me with their lies and trying to bully their way. Trying to bully their way, right? Trying to bully their way, right? Right? Your community trying to bully their way with their lies. Right? Because they complaining about their tax dollars and their racist behavior. You see, you started this. And what you're going to say, people are going to just toss it to the side while you be a liar and your behavior is a liar. And you stand with them. God said, I'm tired of you making excuses. I'm getting tired of you making excuses and lying and covering it up while things the way it is. God said, I'm tired of it, man. But you're going to act like because they care about themselves. I know what it is. God said, I know what you are. If you cared, you wouldn't have did what you did. And Trump wouldn't have put them first. And they showed their true colors. So Trump said we love uneducated people. See, me, I don't know where I asked to sue the Justice Department, and Google said I can't sue you, right? Because they allowed you to put me in there, right? Why can't I sue you then? Well, you know I was innocent and they lied. Why can I kind of sue the Justice Department then? Why can I counter file a civil rights suit on them? Why that can't happen? And you allowed them to put me in there with their hypocrite. You see, God never claimed he was perfect. But usually he had the balls to do what you can't do. You still can't do it. After all of these centuries, you still can't do it. After everything that you do, you still can't do it. Trump say he love uneducated people. I've been educated. See, me messaging the Justice Department wasn't good enough for you. It wasn't good enough. Then an attorney, he's a phony. But you will keep him. His life matter more, huh? That racist piece of crap. Him and him matter with the black voters, right? That lady said she don't need me, right? I'm about to show you what I can do. I'm about to show you. And I'm going to walk away from that stupid lady that got a problem in that Walmart. You hear me? In your community that got a problem that can't take the truth and handle what they are and what God has sent to address. We'll never understand. But you know what's keeping me going? When my teacher used to sit me in that room and think for a second how to control my power and my emotions and all of those things. How to control it. Miss Goldgates and Miss Dolores and Miss Chastity took me to the school. Over there. And I would sit over there towards over there. There's an ISD over there by March and Frank. Is a big playground over there in Carrollton. There's a school, but there's a big playground school over there under the bridge on Marshall Frankfurt, a little farther down in the houses. Anthony Anthony grandmother started tours that way. You think you know everything that's going on. My teacher used to sit me in this room to master everything. And I used to just have to sit in that room and think. The walls. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking when I was in school, you know what I was thinking? How to outdo you and your lies and your racism and your businesses. That's what I was figuring out. When my teachers and them set me in that room. When Miss Golgate took me to that school and Miss Chat, that's what I was trying to figure out. I sit up there and think the whole day. How can I show you in your vindictive Walmart and you lie of what you are, then they complain about it. And then when they attack, who fault that is? Who fault that is? And you and Donald Trump could have prevented it by not taking the people's side. You need them more than you need God. That is the difference between that. And you still look for answers. They word matter more than God matter. That's the difference, isn't that? That's the difference between that. What is the difference in understanding that thing? You see, you didn't want to play with me, so you tried me when I got out of jail again. You tried me. That wasn't good enough for you. So you got me to step a little bit farther and do a little bit farther and go to the civil rights. I want to know what your stinking racist community going to do now when I filed the racial complaint on the voters of Texas, Trump voters that complain about it. I want to know what you're going to do now in the Social Security. I want to know what you're going to do now. God said, I want to know what you're going to do now when I followed the rules and learned and educated and went to the civil rights and picked up books. You know, Trump said he loves educated people. I want to know what you're going to do now and what your selfish community is willing to do when they ain't willing to wake up. That is sad. That is sad. You know, and you still depend on their lies and not change. So on the civil rights, local government, bars, hotels, sidewalk communities. Ooh, I got to thank my teacher right now. My teacher, boy, Miss Chassie and them. Oh, I miss and love them. Miss Lynn and everybody. Boy, I think I had the best teachers in the world. Boy, I tell you, I got the best teachers in the world. They always remember in my heart. But you're becoming a nuisance to me. Your community is becoming a nuisance. You know what that guy said in the community the other Sunday? And you didn't hear, he said the locusts, the cars. Nobody care about you. Why he put his car in there, right? And I showed him, right? With his racist ass, right? While he putting his kids. I want to know what he going to say then. And then the spirit of frustration. They looking frustration on their phone. They looking frustration on their phone. God said, I see them. I'm just trying to chill, guys. I'm not trying to start this. But they wanted to start it. They wanted to start it with their lies and their hypocrites and their communities and their business with their lies. I didn't want to start this. You just should have gave me my justice and all of this should have never went like this. But you care about them the most. But they behaving themselves and they frustrating, they texting. I don't got time for this right now. God have always been I used to go to church in Irving. I went to church in New Orleans. God have always been a part of me. You know, I told Joe Biden, I told the Justice Department, if getting your point crosses the line for Lil so just hope somebody remember that. You cross it with dignity and you cross it with respect. You know what they were trying to get me to do in Dallas, Texas? You know what they were trying to get me to do in Dallas, Texas? When I was in there taking laws or playing that you dumb and that you wasn't on your medicine. We ain't about to play that. You hear me? You did something you wasn't supposed to do. We are not about to play that, man. In that community, you did something you was not supposed to do. Words were said at nighttime. Racist words. And then the 911 dispatcher laughed. Take your laws, Governor Abbott. Take your laws like a man. God said take your laws in your Texas music office. And Boosie with that bull crap, man. He with that lying bull crap king. Man, it's sad, man. God said it's sad. It's sad. This man is sad, man. He's sad. He's sad, bro. He's sad. Hold up. He's sad. That perfectional, he's sad, man. He can't stop lying, man. He's sad. And everybody in Houston, he's sad, man. He can't stop lying, right? And the lady got, hey, tell me the truth. Because they calling me a liar, right? Your community don't know what you done, right? You calling me a liar. Your community want to huff and puff. They calling me a liar, right? They want to huff and puff and call me a liar. It's about their actions. It's about MO3 people and them words and action and boosting them actions and racial actions and the Social Security actions, right? It's about their action, right? I'm telling my mama the truth about what you did in that mall, right? Then you want to laugh and taunt, right? Your courtroom want to try to break my mindset. They're going to lie about it. I told Joe Biden, the Dallas courtroom, they ain't going to admit it with their little lying racist ass. They ain't going to admit it. They're going to deny what they did in that courtroom. Who had their eyes on the quarterback? Who had their eyes on the quarterback? And that they're going to deny it, but you got camera, right? You got. Let me tell you, when the Judge Kennedy courtroom, when I had those documents in my hand, and he said he looked down when I was sitting down in the camera. I want you to see what I saw. You don't got cameras everywhere. You're too damn stubborn to see the truth of that lying Judge Kennedy courtroom behavior. He said he looked at me with evil in his face. That same black man. I want you to look at. He looked at me and said, "I'm gonna get you." Right? And then your state attorneys and security, they're gonna lie about it, right? Look at them. Look at them. They lying about it and playing normal. But they don't know I messed with the Justice Department before even that happened. After it happened, I mean, after the next day, and I want to see at that racist ass courtroom, when you look at those cameras from them state attorneys, who had their eyes? You see on Madden, I love playing Madden because you can go around and see everything. Look in the front of me, who had their eyes on the quarterback? Look in front of me. Hey, who had their eyes on the quarterback? Look at the camera. You can put the camera to the side, front. Which state attorney and security guard, who had their eyes on the quarterback? See, God said, I don't like it when you tell lies to me. State attorneys of Dallas. I don't, in the courtroom, I don't like it when you tell lies to me. I'm going to tell the civil rights again. God say, Governor Abbott, I don't like you when you tell lies, when you're not able to tell the truth. Governor Abbott, what your state attorneys did and what they tried to do, and your security guards. I don't like you when you tell lies to me and lie to God. You're lying to God right now. And Governor Abbott don't know that he's lying to God. Your state attorney's lying to God. Who had their eyes on the quarterback? That is the difference. Who had their eyes on the quarterback? I'm going to tell the civil rights again, then I'm going to file a civil rights complaint on the Justice Department. God don't like it when you tell lies, courtroom. God don't like it when you tell lies and act like you play normal, like you in a damn Matrix reload. God don't like it when you tell lies. God don't like it when you tell lies. I want to know how you gonna keep this up. Can your community gonna keep acting an ass and you sit in your damn office and you sit in your office like the lying crap that you are with your people or what they are in the business. God said, I don't need you, but you need your people. And as soon as y'all need each other, you'll kill God again, right? That's the difference between that. God said, I'm going to tell you one more time when I go to this civil rights app. Don't you tell lies to me. Don't you tell lies. This is going to be 11/15/2003 against the state of Texas. Don't you tell lies to me. Tell the truth, even though your people care about themselves. Tell the truth, Governor Abbott. Then you want me to still do something when you cross that line? Me and Yellow Breezy, we can't exist. Trap Boy Freddy Line, we can't exist with each other. Hey, we can't do that. God said we not the same. That liar, we ain't the same. God said we ain't the same. We can't live the same. We not in the same body, in the same spirit. We don't believe in the same thing. We are not on this same continent with each other. But Cardi B, see, they still telling lies that I work for something. But DJ Khaled and Cardi B know the truth, right? What I seen on New York University. Hmm. 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 Oh boy. You see, my son was over here and he said, Hubert, Dad, you always on that computer. I said, son, you're gonna have to be on computers too. When I was at Newman Smith, Mr. Lynn had the cassette tapes with the 4 different plugins, had the book. Hey, son, hey, you trust me, you're not gonna want to do something too. I'm gonna tell you something. To be on that computer too. So, had the cassette tape, Miss Lynn in the room, and everybody sit at the table, got the book with the 4. We had to follow the words in the books that we used to read with the cassette, put the little tape with the books and put the 4 mics in a different with the box and put the things on each of those things. I didn't have all of those things too. God say he don't like liars. He don't like liars. And your community making it worse. They making it worse. Now, I text my lawyer after I text her because she haven't been listening to me. And she been unworthy of me. Unworthy of me as a state attorney. But I forgive her. I say, you know what I told her? We both win. Because if you believe in God, we both win. And you know what I just told her? She said she deal with 1 million clients. Right? God said, I'm the realest client you got. I told her in them civil rights, I'm the realest client you got, right? But you allowed the state attorney to cross that line. See, I studied you. Hey, Miss Chastity, and I studied you. I learned about you. So when it was time, I thought to myself, it was time to put everything Miss Chastity and Miss Lynn taught me in Newman Smith to work. What I learned about you and learned where to go at Newman Smith High School in Carrollton. When your schools kept denying me, when your business kept being the way you telling the guy to think, God say, we don't like those things. We are so much powerful than any of them understanding God. I want you. The community was a force to be reckoned with. You forcing me to come out there, see that behavior that was going on in Addison with the protective services trying to intimidate me and the two business that was laughing. I'm also going to ask the Justice Department to taunting the two business that I gave them in Addison for money from them. For them and laughing when I gave the FBI those two business and they was going out there laughing in Addison. Those two businesses that was taunting the workers that was taunting and laughing. So I'm also going to ask the Justice Department for money from there, right? Laughing and taunting, right? They know what that was saying? See, they know the protective services was in that car, but they know that what they was doing, the business people what they was doing, laughing when they was coming out their business. Do they know what they was doing? The FBI knows. So it says on the FBI, have you been discriminated on a business, a community, and discriminated on things? It says on there, okay? It says on there, okay? So when I messaged the Justice Department and all the rest of those things, and the FBI, and I told that lady to check with the FBI when I was in there, when she came up to me, she said she was going to check with them, right? She said she was going to check with them, right? She said she was going to check with them. I hope they look at it and figure out what they did in those two, antagonising and laughing. The same way that guy with the protective surface came out, the guy out the car, intimidating me, smoking a damn cigarette. Right? Be honest about what you did, man. Be honest about what you did, man. Be honest about it. The community saying, you stupid and you retarded. You scared of your little brother MO3, right? You scared of him, right? That's what they said, right? That's what they said. But you allow it to happen. 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 You have all the racist lies that been coming out. And then Yellow Breezy, Boosie think he can just get away, and Yellow Breezy, all of what they did, they think they can just get away of what they did me. Right? And Houston and Jay Prince said, don't believe the gospel. I want to know what he gonna get away with. When I asked Joe Biden to cut everybody's head off for messing with God's child in the communities and Houston rappers in Dallas, I want to know and put it like I want to know like Saddam Hussein for messing with God. I want to know what that is. I want to know what they know. My lawyer still, I want to know what they know. Hey, Yellow Breezy trying to fool the community to get himself out of this. Look at him. He trying to fool the community to get himself out of this. He trying to lie to the ones, him and his people that wanted to come up, trying to lie to the ones to get himself out of this. Yellow Breezy trying to get himself out of this. Or what they did and say racist Select words. You know Yellow Breezy lied. Come on. You know it. And they still try to bully because they there for that racist piece of crap. Right? So I told Joe Biden, either president in office, I need you to get the job done. I need you to get the job done. At any president, if it's Joe Biden, Trump, any president that get in office, I need you to get the job done. Anyone or anybody, lady, anybody, I need you to get the job done. Don't let them sit in that jail. I asked Joe Biden for a favor. God asked him for this favor. God is asking by spirit, is asking for this favor. Cut their head off and send them like Saddam Hussein. They have no love. They lie and have no love. Boosie lie and have no love. I'm asking you to do the job that need to be done. Hey, how you doing? Joe Biden, God say, I have choose you and the rest of them to do your part. But would you keep my earth and everything you believe in? Everything you believe in, keep it intact. You know what we should start doing with racism? Treating it like a killing. And keep it in there if you want to make a better world. You talking about making a better world. After what KKKs and whatever you think it is. Whatever y'all thinking, because y'all got black, white, it's so many things that y'all got out there. And it's so many things that you're standing for, you're trying to address, you get confused. God said you confused. So you make excuses. That's not true. That's not black, but you judging a different racial profile, the personality, right? Racism. You judging those things. One thing, Lil Wayne is family. He's family. I'm gonna tell you that running man. He's family. NBA YoungBoy and all of them, they family. But my boy Kevion said, you got Carrollton, Texas in you too. You here too. So it doesn't matter what anybody else say. But you here too. You know, other people had their different opinion. My brother Kevion, man, he's from there. We had ups and downs. We had a lot of ups and downs. My friend Rick was like telling me, like, you know, how many times you and Sabina get into arguing with each other, and you and Marissa cuss each other out. You know what I told him? I told me and Sabina set our problems. This is about knowledge. This is about knowledge. Look at him all. This is about knowledge. This is about knowledge. Whatever cup you love, Keurig has got you covered. Morning. Would you like a coffee? This is about knowledge. Cappuccino. Oh, delicious. You fix the building, and I'll fix you. Don't worry, Keurig's got you all covered. That's what that's about, knowledge. Let me tell you, everybody talk about UFO. The UFO ship you gotta have. It's the ship they came in. Cause let me tell you, it's the ship they came in. If you really gonna use a spaceship and everybody talking about the UFO, the only time you gonna go deep in space if you use the ship they came in. I don't see how you could come up with any ship that you can put in there, because they ship is meant to go the distance if UFOs really exist. They ship is the only one that meant to go the distance, and their body is the only one that meant to go the distance in there. Because people talk about UFOs and aliens, and they bodies is the only one that can take it. You know, there's so many stories say the farther you go into space, you lose years. There's so many stories. I don't like. There's so many stories. Like literally, it's so many stories. But you about, I could have sworn this guy was on RoboCop. I love RoboCop. The senator, he dropped out of the two. I guess, man, he looked just like him. I maybe be tripping or something. I don't know. Yes, I would. But Yellow Breezy trying to destroy that. But I tell you this: as soon as one of those bullets get, they don't care. They seem like they still acting the ass.